Potential with the Metamorphosis Unleashed podcast, your guide to personal growth, health, and wellness. At the Metamorphosis Unleashed, your transformation takes center stage. Hosted by Coach Walter and Coach Dale, this podcast is your go-to source for practical tips, expert insights, and inspiring stories. Tune in for honest conversations, actionable strategies, and a supportive community that's all about growth and positivity. Key topics: fitness, nutrition, mental health, overcoming fitness roadblocks. We also feature interviews with clients, industry professionals, and thought leaders, delivering real advice and relatable experiences. Metamorphosis Unleashed, your guide to unleashing your true potential.
And what's up, people? Welcome to our next podcast. We are here today after a couple of weeks off. Oof.
Wow.
And I have one left tooth. So they took one out and it's a little bit sore, but I can deal with it. So here we go.
Deal with it. Okay,
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Anyway, what's going on? How you been?
I've been good. I've been challenged.
Challenge.
Yeah, I'm just,
Why are you challenged?
So that's why I wanted to ask you this. I wanted to ask you this on the air.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
bringing in
total
something
hodgepodge. Don't know what it
We're
is.
just asking questions,
There you go.
and for a person who is on her own journey, right? And I started thinking about the fact that when I first started my journey, I had all these different goals, right? And so it got me thinking about the fact that we all do goals, right? And
That's right.
when you have goals, like for me, it was like work goals. I could always meet them, not a problem, not a
Sure.
problem. Just and I know it has to do with individuals, passions and what they enjoy doing and whatnot, right? So when you look at your average person who has to go in the gym and work out, I'm not talking about the hardcores,
Right.
okay? Because like you're a hardcore, so you can set a goal and you can meet that goal with no problem, right? Because it's just ingrained in you in that way, right? So for a person who has had several goals and is not always successful meeting those goals, how do you bounce back? Not by I'm thinking, do you reestablish goals again, or were
So,
my goals not attainable goals?
your goals are attainable. It's just how you look at your goals. It's are you looking at your goals for instantaneous, or look at goals as a milestone? Think way back. We talked about goal setting
Yeah,
and realistic goals.
yeah,
It's about 1% better every day. And sometimes you won't win the day. Sometimes you won't win the week. Sometimes you won't win the month. But the key is being able to win the second. Right? I don't have to be perfect every meal. If I'm perfect on this meal, I'm good. If I do this workout, I'm good. And it might not be a perfect workout, but at least one of the reps doing the workout isn't perfect. At least one of the reps on the workout is going to be better than last time. And what a lot of people get caught up in is I've got to get to all this because if I don't, I'm a failure. No, you're not a failure. My podcast hasn't got to a million subscribers yet. Does that mean I'm not a good podcaster?
we're working on it.
But doesn't mean I'm not a good podcaster.
No, it doesn't mean we're not.
Right? So I haven't got exactly where I needed to be because I'm just not there yet. And that's okay. It's okay to not achieve your goal exactly the way you look at it. We read a book at the retreat, at least an excerpt from it. Write it down, make it happen. And we told a story of, I think it was Rebecca. She wanted to be a doctor, but she couldn't get past the MCAT. So she did the MCAT. She didn't pass.
Mm-hmm.
Took it again, didn't pass. So she said, you know what? I got this master's degree, and I'm just going to go be a physician's assistant.
Mm-hmm.
But in being a physician's assistant, she found out that she actually achieved her goal, which was to help people. And when it comes to losing weight, sometimes it's not just about losing the pounds, it's creating the behavior that will afford you the chance to lose weight over time.
Okay.
So a lot of people want to be the rock in the puddle and not the puddle in the rock. Right? If you throw a rock in the puddle, it's going to splash everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then a minute will go by and it'll be settled again and the rock will disappear.
Right.
So it's not that your effort is gone, there's a slight amount of displacement, but it's not gone.
You have clients that instead of making their goals weight based,
Mm-hmm.
they make their goals more um, based on what their ability on the ability
Sure.
base. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
is that something that a person that it's obvious needs to lose weight, but they want to focus like this, like on the shoulders?
Sure.
Can they just make their goals about their shoulder?
Sure. So sometimes, like you said, people may obviously need to lose weight, but in losing weight, it requires them to have a certain amount of ability. So if
Right.
I have a client that starts off 350 pounds and they're 5'7", they're obviously grossly overweight.
Right.
And eating an elephant is impossible.
Right.
It's one bite at a time. So can I get you to walk on the treadmill for 15 minutes at 2.0 speed, at 2.0 incline?
Okay.
Once we get that hurdle, no, you didn't lose a lot of weight this week. But 5 days in a row, you consistently walk 15 minutes on the treadmill.
That's a win.
And that's a win. So I can build upon that. You can build upon that. It's all of the little things that are going to help you achieve your goals, and that's what's required for you to do that. You have to not look at just the end result. It's all the steps to get to the end result. You know, uh, Michael Phelps didn't win 8 gold medals in the Olympics in one day. Usain Bolt didn't set those records just on Olympic track. He set those records in the gym, on the track, in the pool, many times before they hit the field. So you have to already be what the goal is, and you're already that person or that thing before the goal gets there, because you're executing the behavior day in and day out with consistency. That's what it's about. I would much rather see a person come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday than somebody who goes Monday through Saturday for a week and then fall off. I'd rather you be 3 or 4 times a week consistently, because we can build on that. Walter, this week my goal, I only hit my nutrition plan 8 out of 12 times. Great. So next week, let's make sure we don't get to 7. Let's try to get to 9. That's what those small goals are about. That's why we milestone our goals. That's the importance of keeping yourself accountable to your day to day. You know, it's not impossible. It may seem like it's a lot, but just right when you think that you can't do anything else, that's right when your breakthrough is going to happen.
Okay. So, like, um, when you talk to your clients,
Mm-hmm.
new clients,
Mm-hmm.
about, you always talk to them about goals? Do
Yes.
they always have to have a goal?
Oh,
You cannot just work out and not have goals.
it's not. I don't think that that's the right phraseology,
Okay.
right? Because if you're coming to the gym, you have a goal. You want to live longer and healthier. You have
Yeah.
a goal. But a definitive goal, I think, is impossible. It is, excuse me, is what's required and what is possible. Because the definitive goal is what's going to get you to go when it's really hard. It's going to get you to go when it's really painful. The definitive goal is what's going to help you remember why you got started. And sometimes it's not a number on the scale, right? Sometimes the definitive goal is I'm going to do X. I'm going to do 5 things. I'm going to do 200 pound deadlift, whatever it is, I'm going to walk for 3 miles because I know my kid and I are going to be walking and they don't have to walk, right? So it's not just I'm going to get off medications, and okay. So the doctor said you get off the meds, you got to weigh this, your weight's got to be this, and you have to have been eating this type of meal plan for this amount of time.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then we work towards those types of goals, and it's not always just a weight thing. Sometimes it's a blood pressure thing. Sometimes it's a diet thing, and it's all of it as part of your journey, not just
So
one
it
small
can't be
facet.
something like I just want to feel better because that's kind of subjective.
Exactly.
Okay. So, but then people, or maybe I can speak for myself. I've had experiences where I've set these goals.
hmm
I don't make the goal,
hmm
right? So I get frustrated.
hmm
So I don't want another goal,
hmm
but I want to continue.
hmm
But you're saying that you need to have some kind of goal.
Something. There should always be something, and the frustration comes because we're so good at other parts of our lives. I'm really good at telling kids, right? And for winner for loss, if it comes time that I've got to sell a widget, it's going to get sold. And but then other parts of my life, when it comes to swallowing pills, I can't swallow pills. I got to crack them open and dump them into a bottle of water, right?
Right.
And have a goal to swallow a pill, but it just don't work.
But do you keep trying to swallow
Yep,
the pill?
and it still don't work. So I found a workaround, and I just keep on chugging.
Your workaround is to break them open.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what if it's a hard pill?
I guess
You
I
only
figure it
make
out,
them.
right?
Who knew?
Right. So
Everybody
everybody,
has something they've got it.
so and because of that, it's unfair to yourself to only view yourself as achieving or not achieving whatever that specific goal is. So when we look at your goal, okay, you want to lose weight. Why? Well, because I want to be healthy. Okay. Why? I want to live longer. Okay. Does living longer require you to lose more weight? If the answer is yes, then what are the steps to get there? And what are the things you also have to change in addition to working out? Who do you have to become to achieve that goal? And that's a challenge a lot of us have is I can't be neurotic about working out. I have to be dialed in and focused and in the moment of that session, not worried about all the extraneous bullshit I gotta deal with every single day. So your working out has to be intentional. Your sleeping has to be intentional. And then you have to not allow yourself to stress yourself out. Because that throws other things off balance, right? Because then your cortisol level changes. So that changes how you have to train.
Yeah, but life be happening.
It does.
Or life be lifing, as they say. So
It
how
does.
do you bounce? I guess for me, it's like as soon as I see myself go off of whatever it is that that I'm scheduled to do,
Mhm.
then I feel like it's
A little packet of
packet of your
gauze. Yeah.
gauze. Where do you put them? Did you put them back in your bag?
There it is. I got it.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. I had a tooth taken out today, and I got to put this out. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that on camera.
They're gonna do it.
But in all actuality, it's like things like I said, life be happening,
Mm-hmm.
and you try to do things and be consistent with things, and you
Right.
try to continue to follow whatever the plan is. But then when life happens and it throws you off,
Mhm.
then you have to try to bounce back from that.
Right.
And it's hard.
Right.
It's hard to bounce back from that. So then it's like, well, do I need to shake up my goals? If my goals have been the same for a long period of time,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to shake my goals up that will get me reignited and redialed in?
Right.
But then how often do you change goals? Every time because I don't know anybody that says, okay, well, maybe you, but you're like the Yassine Bowles, whatever the guy's name is, Bowl and the swimmer and the basketball players that
Mhm.
are that's just been, they grew up with that. So that was always within them, right?
So then why am I not a billionaire?
Has that always been your
No,
goal?
I'm just saying. Why wouldn't I be? Right? Why am I not already?
Because life be lifing,
But that doesn't mean I stop trying to be one. It
right?
doesn't mean that my goal is not to continue to work hard to get there.
Right.
It just means I keep going, course correcting, keep going,
So your course correcting
as you
is
go.
changing your goals.
Nope, goal stays the same.
All right. That's
So let's see. I'm going to earn $100 million with my gems. Great. But I gotta get one to make $1 million first.
right.
So what are the steps to get that to one? I gotta have users, right?
Yes.
And once I get users, they gotta pay.
Right.
They gotta pay for a service they like paying for.
Right.
And that service has to be a better value than everything else on the market.
Right.
So I gotta get all those ducks in a row first. Then I can take the next step. Okay, great. Just want to make the million. Cool. Can I do it again? Cool. I do it again. Cool. Now collectively, I'm generating type of income that I want to generate. But it starts with one client, then 2 clients, then 250. That's how that works. So the goal is still the goal. That doesn't change. But maybe this advertising thing didn't work. I gotta do it this way. That advertising thing over here didn't work. That's fine. That doesn't mean I change the process. It just means I changed the advertising thing.
Mhm.
If I wasn't good, or what I was doing wasn't working, and adjust what I'm doing and look at it objectively. You know, being gone for a week last week, honestly, I didn't think about it once because I, I didn't have the bandwidth,
Right.
and the world didn't fall apart. So
No, it didn't. I mean, um, you definitely had people that had your back to make sure everything
right.
continued to run smoothly. But I guess for me, um, I find myself being in this fight, this
Mhm.
internal fight, to get back into where I was, let's say, 2 months ago.
Mhm.
But it seems like the summers, people,
Mhm.
activities,
Mhm.
just kind of throws everything off,
Sure.
and then you've got to restart again.
Or press play again. Not restart. Just keep going.
Press play, don't restart.
Just press pause when you're doing what you're doing, and then press start when it's time to start again. Change your thinking. It's not about restarting. It's about continuing.
Okay. So don't worry about recreating a new path. Just stay on that same path.
Yeah.
And
The goal doesn't need to change.
but what about the mindset?
It ain't got to change either. It's the process. It's where you fall deficient. Okay, great. What was the scenario that made that deficiency occur? Great. How to avoid that deficiency? Six Sigma says that we need to find the 1 or 2 problems out of a million places.
Right.
Well, that means that from section 1 to section 30 was great. But section 31, 33 is wrong. So let's fix those 3 things.
Right.
Either it's not the same. But how do you prevent those things from happening? Let's reverse engineer it. What made you fall off? Friends came over. Why'd they come over? It was my birthday. Well, your birthday's not every day.
No, it's not every day. It's not every day.
All right then.
No, but it's okay. That was just one.
Okay. The best thing about time is it keeps on going.
It does. It does.
And it gives you a chance every second of every day to start over again. Every single day. To continue. Pick up. Every second of every day.
But don't start over.
You're not starting from
You
scratch.
don't have to You don't have to.
We don't have to rethink this podcast. We ain't got to rethink it.
No,
We're talking about stuff that matters to people.
Yeah.
And they offer questions that people don't afraid to ask
Right.
publicly. So we address them. We talk about them.
Right.
And we have feelings and emotions that people experience. And they're just afraid to bring them out. So we talk about them. And people's relationship with exercise and food and diet and falling off and staying on. we talk about all that shit. We're super afraid to talk about it. Does that mean that we need to scrap the whole thing? We don't have million subscribers yet?
No.
Do we need to
But
change the format?
but weight loss. But I don't know. I think it's just there's things that you have to put in place in order to be successful. You agree?
Yep.
Okay. One of those things
Mhm.
is setting goals.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm understanding is that you're saying is that once you have the goal set,
Mhm.
that goal doesn't change.
That's right. How you
And
get
how
there?
you get there may change.
That's right.
But resetting a goal is not the answer to help you get there.
Correct.
So for me, even though weight loss is something I've always wanted to do,
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm not where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so um, I'm wondering if changing the goal, which is instead of focusing on the weight loss,
Mm-hmm.
but focus on strengthening areas that need improvement.
And what's gonna be the result of those things?
I mean, that'll come, but that's not my focus.
Mm-hmm. So I tell everybody, don't be obsessed with the scale on purpose, because the scale is not the only
I
arbiter
try
of
not
health.
to even get on that scale anymore because it just takes me.
It's not the only arbiter of health, though, and that's what we've been conditioned to believe.
Well, yes, they wanted to sell skills. I get that. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
so if we change that and we look at more empirical data that really tells the truth about the relationship between how big you are, how small you are, and how we can address those issues, then that might change how the goals are perceived. What if your goal is, instead of having a 28-inch waist, have a 25-inch waist,
hmm
right? I'm not talking about using waist trainers, people. We're talking about fixing our diet and our exercise and drinking the right amount of water so that we can achieve that, right? So now the number is not 200 pounds. Now the number is just 3 inches. But I know that every inch is between 10 and 15 pounds.
So when we were working out today,
Mm-hmm.
the lady gang,
LOLs.
the LOLs, you had us do an exercise where we had to take the weight and bringing it up over our heads and do this and come back down.
That's right.
So I can do that with no weight.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized that I didn't have the strength to do it with the weight.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, let me just focus on maybe just
Mm-hmm.
allowing that to, just constantly focus on just that piece of it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Which for me, in my mind, is giving me more of an attainable goal, and I can instantly see whether I'm getting close to it or not.
Right.
But at the same time, what I'm hearing you say is, the whole weight loss thing is not an instant thing.
That's right.
It's going to take some time.
That's right.
So can I break my body parts down in pieces
Sure.
so I can just look at and focus on that area?
Sure. But remember, our body doesn't lose weight just because we work on that area. Right? So you're not going to lose weight in your arm just because you're doing arm exercises. That's not how it works. Your body loses fat where it loses fat where it loses fat. We can't fix how and when and where. It just happens.
But I don't want to focus on that part.
Right. You just want to make it get stronger.
I just want to get stronger in my
And
upper arm.
And the default, exactly. And that'll happen. That's what will happen, right? So your delta weights, which is what we're doing with the exercise, that's the end result of what happens. So that matters, right? Just like we talked before about walking on the treadmill for 15 minutes. Same thing applies here, right? So if you want to increase your movement every day and you want to do those around the world, well, now that you can do those, well, now you have a higher probability of being able to do more a bench press or more push-up, because using your delta weights help you do that. So those are your accessory exercises to help increase on other exercises.
So does that mean every time I come into the gym, I need to do,
Nope.
Even though it's a leg day, I need to go ahead and just do something that's going to help me
Yeah, you can
make that stronger?
Yep. Very realistic. Very attainable.
That's
Mhm.
attainable. That's realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But it's all in your perspective. You know, if our end result though is to lose weight, well, what is our biggest muscle group? It's our legs and our back. So those are the muscle groups we need to use to make them the strongest. Because the more muscle we build in those areas, the more fat that our body can burn, because those areas are the strongest.
Really? I think every lady wants to figure out how to get rid of the pouch.
So that's a matter of getting diet under control.
Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's like the last thing that leaves,
Of
or
course,
last thing that changes.
par for the course. Every animal throughout society, throughout the entire world. That's the last one.
That's the last area.
Every animal on the face of the earth.
That's interesting.
Look at cows. Look at cows. Cats. Look at dogs. Every animal in the world. Mm-hmm. I didn't make this. I just tell you what happens.
So if I get a waist trainer, it's still not going to do anything.
A weight trainer is good for the moment, not for long term.
Only good for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Only good for when I wear it when I come in to work out.
And when you take it off,
everything.
as soon as you drink water,
then that's not even worth the investment.
I mean, people using using girdles or corsets for 500 years, so they work, but they don't work, right? Because once you take them off, they're not supporting you anymore.
Yeah.
They squish all your organs together.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
Oh, okay. Well, so I want to change that. Instead, my overall goal is to lose the weight,
Mm-hmm.
get healthy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Get off the drugs.
Get off the drugs, all of that.
So that can be your goal. To get off the drugs, you gotta lose weight. Right?
Right.
So you work on that's your goal. So keep doing things because that's your end game.
We know that's the end game, but we don't have to focus on that game. Now I can start focusing on the smaller things that I can.
The milestones.
Oh, that's okay. So they're the milestones. So me getting stronger in my upper body
and your legs and your
my
butt
legs.
and your back.
Well, no. Now you're adding. Now
No,
you're stacking.
I'm just saying all those things. Because okay, now your upper body's strong. Now what?
Then I can move to something.
Right. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, over time.
Okay. But so that it's so it feels like I'm doing what I need to do.
You are. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start on that.
Okay.
So that's one piece that I have to do.
Yep.
Every time I come in the gym.
Agreed.
Okay. Okay, that makes me feel better. It does. I don't know why. It just feels like okay. What you can get bored from goals, right?
Yes.
You never have. I guess maybe I'm wondering, people out there, do you get bored from your goals? You've been working on the goal forever and ever and ever. Nothing's really changing. You try to switch up things.
But it is changing.
To work up.
But it is changing.
To work on that goal.
But it is changing. It may not look like it, but it is changing.
Just trust the process.
Right now, we could have 10,000 people watching.
Yeah.
We could have 2 people watching.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It can be 0 people watching.
It does matter.
It doesn't. You know why?
Why?
Because does it change how we approach what we're doing?
No.
So then it doesn't matter.
Well, it's what we're looking at to see if we're reaching our goal.
But later on in the week, when we got 10,000 views on our station, on our channel, just because they weren't watching it live doesn't mean we don't have an audience.
That's true.
It just means that they're not watching it live.
Well, that's true.
So it doesn't mean we failed.
No, we're not failing. I don't feel like I'm failing.
Doesn't mean it's not hitting your goal.
But it does.
But it doesn't.
No, this is why it does, though, because there are things life be lifing, things change up,
Sure.
you know, birthdays, death, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Mhm.
It throws you off.
Yes.
You're out of your routine.
Mhm.
You're out of your normal element. You don't
Mhm.
have things pulling at you. You know exactly what you do
Mhm.
when you want to do it.
Mhm.
And when those things keep hitting you,
Uh-huh.
right? That's what I mean when I say it, like it just throws everything off,
I think
and you have to
calibrate.
yeah.
I think Admiral McRaven wrote a book called Make Your Bed.
Who?
Admiral McRaven.
Admiral McRaven.
McRaven.
Okay.
Right. U.S. Navy SEAL. He is the chief naval officer who led the strike on Osama bin Laden in 2013, whatever.
Under the Obama administration.
Yes.
Okay.
His book,
Mhm.
Make Your Bed,
Mhm.
was the first speech that he gave to the University of Texas.
Okay.
And he gets up every day. When he wakes up, the first thing he does when he wakes up is he makes his bed.
Mhm. I do too.
Because no matter what, that day, he got one win. At the end of the day, when he gets done with work, he come home and bed made.
Yep. My bed is made, and I love seeing my bed made.
So
Mhm.
if every day your breakfast is perfect, it does not matter who's in your house for lunch and for dinner, for snack, who's there for your birthday, who's not. Every day, your breakfast is perfect.
Mhm.
Would that change the shape of the rest of your day? Would you see your snack as, well, I had a perfect breakfast. Well, I'm going to ruin it eating crap for a snack. Great. Breakfast and snack done.
But
Now,
sometimes
she
you don't
just
think.
made all this lunch, and I don't want to have this crap food because I had a perfect breakfast and a perfect snack. And the only thing I'm going to procrastinate on is cheating today. I will procrastinate cheating today until tomorrow because today I'm going to have perfect snack, perfect lunch. And tomorrow I'll procrastinate on cheating again because those are the moments that can change everything. Because when I walk past the Wawa and I don't stop and get a Reese cup and a candy bar, I just won.
Right.
Walking past is a win for me.
That's the way you look at
Those
your
are
wins.
micro wins that
Those
I
are
have
the
to get,
micro wins.
that I have to get every day.
But those happen all the time.
Good.
But you don't recognize it as a win.
Why?
I just don't. For instance, eating out.
Yep.
I don't do that anymore.
That's a win.
I haven't really eaten out in a well, I did this weekend because we ordered these little
Whatever.
sub sandwiches or whatever,
Mhm.
right? That was the first time. It messed my stomach up, but that's okay.
Mhm.
But when I'm in my element, when I know what I'm doing and I'm locked in, as you say, right?
Mhm.
I do not eat out.
Perfect.
I never look to eat out.
Perfect.
It really because I don't like the way I don't know what people are putting on my food now.
Mhm.
I prefer not to eat out. I prefer to just eat whatever I have at home. Right?
Mhm.
So, I mean, yeah, that's a win, but it's more of a habit.
Sure.
So I don't think about it anymore as a win.
Mhm.
It's just the way that I've been operating.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you saying is that I got to really focus on seeing those habits that I've changed, those
Right.
things that I've changed into mini wins.
Those are wins. So
Will those mini wins keep you motivated?
they keep me motivated.
They keep you motivated.
But everybody's different.
Everybody, exactly.
So you find things that do make you stay motivated. You know, I don't think that any 1, 2, 20 things or series of things are what make everyone stay on track. I think you have to find those things within yourself to say, this me not doing this is me winning. And for everybody, that's going to be different.
Mhm.
For me, it's the Reese's Cups when it comes to diet and nutrition. So
Mhm.
for me, it's the gummy bears or whatever. For other people, it may be alcohol. Other people, it may be Jersey Mike. And, everybody's going to be different.
Right. Yeah.
So comparing yourself to other people and their goals, or comparing your goals to their goals, how you track your goals to their goals, it's never going to be a way to successfully achieve what you're trying to achieve. Because what you want is, I got to go up these meds. If I'm going to go up these meds, it's going to require me to do this, 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 and this. And I can't falter. If my friends can't understand that, then fuck them. Right? If my people can't understand that I want to live longer without these medications, that's on them. It's not on me. But me getting off the medication is on me. So I can't make the exception about my birthday, about Mother's Day, about Father's Day, about this, about all those things, because at the end of the day, it's me. My aunt said, Walter, give them grace. That's somebody who agreed with me. Just give them grace, because we don't know what their struggle is,
Mhm.
but we know where our struggle is.
Mhm.
And we know that somebody gave us grace,
Mhm.
right? That applies to yourself too. You're not perfect, so you got to give yourself grace,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that's very hard for me.
That's very hard for me to give myself grace.
But that's where those little goals come in.
Those little goals are grace. Or yeah.
And that's where it happens, because you're not going to be 100%, 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're 99.9.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're 0.9. Just every day is different. I didn't eat right today, but damn it, my bed is made, so I'm going to go sleep and we'll start over again in the morning. That's the beauty of it. So take your time, look at your goals, look at what you're trying to achieve, and look at it as a journey, not as a damn race. This ain't a sprint.
No, it's not a sprint. I think one of the other things that's a hard.
Thanks for joining in TikTok. I see you, Ann Smith and Jeremy. Thanks for coming in.
I think one of the other things
Drop a question or comment.
that we that I can only
Mhm.
speak about me, right? That I have to overcome is um, the love of instant gratification,
Sure.
right? And then also getting away from uh, that the love of instantly having whatever it is, or doing whatever I need to do, or
Mhm.
expecting something to happen instantly, really works against me
Mhm.
when it comes to whatever I'm going to eat.
Right.
'Cause, like, for instance, this morning I got up at 6 o'clock, did my normal thing, make my bed, get myself ready and everything, and take
Mhm.
my shower, do all the normal stuff people do in the morning.
Right.
And I think I factored in time to make breakfast
Mhm.
so that I have enough energy in me so that when I come in here, I don't sputter out.
Sure.
I can get it done. I understand that, right? That you need the food and the right foods, what is it, nutritional dense
Uh-huh.
foods,
Mhm.
so that when you challenge me to do certain things in here,
Mhm.
I can do them without just like
Right.
sputtering out, right?
Mhm.
So um, then it comes to, okay, Dale, well, you got to eat something, but you don't really have anything in the house for you to eat, right? You don't have time to boil any steel cut oatmeal
Mhm.
with some chia seeds in it so that you can eat that.
Right.
I can put that in a little cup and just kind of munch on that on my way
Right.
up here, right? So I had to make a decision. It comes to decisions.
Mhm.
You can have some cheese and crackers. You can eat some cheese and crackers and come on up.
Right.
But that's not really on your eating plan. So what's the closest thing that you have that you can make in less than 10 minutes that you can eat on the go, on the road,
Sure.
and go on. Or you can choose not to eat it all.
Right.
So I was really leaning on the not to choose it at all. I was. Don't. But I stopped myself. I said, you know what? I might be 10 minutes late, but I got to eat something.
That's right.
I got to eat something. So I just, I have the egg whites in the container,
Mm-hmm.
and I just did me up some quick egg whites.
Sure.
Right? Threw them in a cup, eat them on the road on my way up here. Right?
Right.
So I saw that as a win.
It is.
Right? Because back in the day, I would have a whole lot of other stuff, I
Right.
mean, I had like cut up fruit and stuff left over from the weekend with the girls, whatnot. But I also have to watch my sugar intake. So I knew I didn't want to have any more sugar.
Right.
And sugar is something that if you ingest it now, it'll be gone
Quick.
real
Right.
quick. By the time I get up here,
That's right.
it'll be gone. So I don't have that energy. I don't have the nutritional dense energy that I need, right? So it's all of that playing in my mind. Why are you laughing? All of that playing, it's a lot. But for you, you don't have those kind of conversations. Oh, well, maybe I'm making an assumption that you don't have that kind of battle conversation within yourself to figure out what you're going to eat. And even though we have our eating plans and it's there, doesn't mean it's always in the house. So I could have easily stopped at the Wawa, picked myself
why
up
is
something.
it not in the house?
Well, because I had everybody over and I haven't had a chance to go grocery. That's what I'm going to do today, is go grocery shopping to get the things I ate. I try to shop only once a week.
Okay.
And what I get whatever I need for the week.
Right.
Right. And so since I had the ladies over from Thursday of last week until yesterday, I didn't have the time to go. And the only thing I had in the house was the egg white cartons. So I bought a big case of them.
Right.
When I went shopping the last time. So I had that. Everything else is either in the freezer. The only thing that's really in the pantry I can eat is
tuna, oatmeal.
Tuna for breakfast? That's hard. But it's
Why?
It's nutritionally dense. Just the idea of smelling tuna first thing in the morning.
You get over it.
Ingest. Okay. But I'm using that as an example.
You get the point.
I get the point. And I do have the tuna packet. So you have to change your way of thinking about how you eat food as well.
Exactly. It's literally just changing your mind. It's literally just making the adjustment in your own head to get it right.
Well, so this morning was a win for me.
Sure. That's good.
The egg whites. And I was able to do the beast as well as the meal, and I did okay. So that's a win for me.
Exactly.
That win's going to go out of my mind tomorrow.
Good. Start with a clean slate tomorrow.
But you're saying we need to keep those wins.
Your goal, yes, but it's the micro goals to get to the big goal. It takes a little one to get to the big one. It takes a little consistency to get to the big win. It's just a journey.
So what are you? So I'm curious. What are you doing right now? Because I know you're getting ready to start preparing yourself for your bodybuilding.
Prepare now.
Yeah. So, what are your micro wins that you've done today?
Today, I got the tooth pulled out. That's a win because I didn't want to get it done.
Okay.
Because I know that I can't lift heavy tonight because the dentist told me don't do it. I still might lift a little bit though. Maybe a little bit. But nothing vigorous, right? Nothing wrong straining too much. But I gotta do it. I gotta lift weights, I gotta put iron in my hand because otherwise I lose. So coach, it's just one day, right? It is one day. One day for every day. And today's not a day off. Today is a day to press the gas harder. So it's the consistency for lifting weights. It's consistency for nutrition. Like today I won't be eating much. Why? Because I got to drink my shake, my protein today. Why? Because I got this fucking tooth and I can't chew. So I got to find a way. Is what it is.
So what are your wins?
I got tooth pulled. I did 30 minutes of cardio already today. I ain't cussed nobody out yet.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I cussed them out. They ain't cussed out yet. They might get cussed out later on. It's not yet.
Not yet. It might happen later
It
on.
still might happen later on.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's what's been on the forefront of my mind.
Don't.
Just
And sometimes write them down. Win for the day. Didn't eat crap. Didn't slap piss out of idiot driver. Didn't give a middle finger.
that's
They're all
not,
wins.
but that's not cheating because it's a habit.
It's-
It's already a habit.
Then make it something else.
So it is cheating.
No. If you think it's cheating, then it's cheating. Listen, eating right's a habit until you don't.
Right.
Making your beds every day is a habit until you don't.
Yeah, but you might miss one day of making your bed, but it's
So then you
still
broke your habit.
now you're getting into all or nothing.
No, I'm getting into success is about adding. It's about building. It's about looking at things as not taking this moment off. Win the second. That's all it is. Win the second. Don't worry about the minute. It'll take care of itself. Win the second.
Win the second.
That's it.
I need to put that on my car dash.
Win the second. That's it. Hashtag, put that right in the chat. Hashtag win the second. So yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay,
That's how I do.
that's good. That was good. Thank you.
Of course. So I think people, today's main takeaway is just because you're not achieving your goal as fast as you want, doesn't mean you have not made strides and steps towards it. Because the cumulative effect of all the motion that you're creating is going to lead to your success. It is already leading you to your success. You know, you just have to make that one small shift to realize it's not going to happen all in one day. You didn't get to where you are in one day. You didn't get to where you are in 1 month. You didn't get to where you are in 1 year. You know, it took time for you to build the physique that you have. It took time for you to get to where you wanted to be. And if you got to get off the beds, it's going to take some work. If you got to get a better job, it's going to take some work. You know, don't be down on yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you didn't get there yet.
Mhm.
You know, beat yourself up if you quit. It's the pain of the process or the pain of regret. You get to pick one it is.
Yeah. No, I haven't quit.
So, you know,
That's a win in itself when you don't quit.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. So, stay the course, people,
Stay the course.
and you'll be just fine. In the meantime,
Win the second.
win the second, win the second, win the second. And we will see you all again next week.
Next week.
Next week.
So don't forget.
Don't forget, click, like, subscribe, share, do all the fun stuff. And hopefully we'll see you here next week live, asking us lots of questions to keep us engaged. And we will see you, I guess it'll be August. It'll be August.
It'll be August.
Woo!
Alright. Wow. And remember,
Be good, eat good, because you cannot out train a bad diet. Peace.